All right, and we are back for another episode of ReZero. And at this point, okay, so full disclosure, sometimes I do this thing where like I record a bunch of episodes and then I slowly upload them. At this point, I think if everything goes right, I just finished uploading ¿Cómo se llama? That episode. It's not I Know Hell, it's the one afterwards. Um the Beatrice episode. I had a lot to say about the Beatrice episode. Um, I'm recording this right after, so I still have not read anyone's comments, but I'm under the assumption if history has taught me anything, it's that people are very angry with my overall thoughts on it. Again, yeah, I could be wrong. Maybe maybe everyone agrees with me. Everyone loves my no. I did not enjoy what they did. Um, I guess so because I really went on after the episode, but I didn't really because I know a lot of people I I babble on a lot, so I know a lot of people kind of like tune in and out of my rambling. But basically, I should have ended it by saying something along the lines of I don't dislike Beatrice yet. Like, yes, she's no longer my favorite character. Anastasia is now my favorite character, but that doesn't mean that like she is now like a bad character, a no character. Um, I was thinking of titling it something like "The Failure of Beatrice's Character" because, like, I really feel like the author dropped the ball on her, man. Like, not so much that like she's now a bad character, but he kind of did her dirty. If it's like if I'm trying to like explain it in a simple way, like where Beatrice, we know her to be this way, but the author is forcing her to be a different way and just for like the dramatics, right? Just so that Subaru can swoop in and be like a hero and all that kind of stuff. And that's what I mean with the title, "The Failure of Beatrice's Character," is that the author failed to be true to Beatrice. I'm still holding out hope because her arc isn't over. I'm still holding out hope that like something's gonna happen. Um, a lot of shit happened the last episode, like almost too much. Like it was too much. It felt like everything was just like squeezed into one episode. At least to me, like I've not read the source material, so maybe this is the way the author wanted it. But I do also remember last episode at the end of it, I said that I kind of got the feeling that this is a scene that the author had in mind before he even started writing this. Um, like which there's nothing wrong with that. That's pretty much how like all stories are written. Like you get an idea, and then you get another idea, and then another and another, and then like you just kind of like weave it together. So I'm not saying like that's not how it should have been done, but I'm just saying it's very evident that's what happened here because it was just like tonal whiplash. It was just like beating everything down and all that kind of stuff with like especially when it came to the Roswell stuff. Um I'm like, did you have to stab Ram? Did you have to squish Bizarro Subaru's head? Like I don't beats the hell out of me because like immediately afterwards he was just like I'm not like you or like I can't do what you do. Like he started kind of like trying to paint himself in a better light and it's just like how? Wait, if you were trying to convince Subaru of something, why not let them live? If you were all gonna die anyway because of the Great Rabbit? Um Rabbit. Little Looney Tunes over there. Um but yeah, I mean I really don't know what to expect this episode just because last episode was kind of just like not so much the author threw shit at the wall to see what stuck, but more so it's like it was kind of a repeat, which yeah, we're this is ReZero, right? It was kind of a repeat of what happened the last time that we saw Beatrice with Beatrice dying. This time he got a little bit more context on her, which is like one of the biggest issues that I had last episode was that Beatrice kept on saying like, "Oh, in the gospel, it says that the one, um, is the only one that can kill me and all that kind of stuff. And I might be, dude. Again, I'm recording this before, like I upload the previous episode. So by now, probably everyone's just like, actually, actually, which is understandable because like I'm talking as the episode's going. So yeah, I do miss some things. I'll always admit when I'm wrong. So maybe I missed something, but to me, it kind of seemed like, well, if Subaru is the chosen one that you've been waiting for, why did you let Elsa kill him? And if the chosen one is the only one who can kill you, why did Elsa just like stab you with like a random blade? You know? Um, but yeah, really don't know what to expect this episode. Everything just kind of happened. So we'll see what happens next. But without further ado, this is the title is The Witch's Tea Party. Oh, okay. Echidna did say if you make it back for another tea party, there's something very important that I'm going to tell you. So, hey, maybe he's going to find a way to get back there and then we'll learn some more about Subaru's abilities and this world. So, yeah, without further ado, this is The Witch's Tea Party, ReZero Season 2. Let's go. Which actually, now that I think about it, so is there something because I was always well, I'm still under the impression that Roswald groomed Ram, and so Ram's in love with Roswald. But when she got stabbed, like Bizarro Subaru looked pretty fucked up about it. Like he looked like he was like crying, like begging her not to die, all that kind of stuff. Which I didn't see him do with any of the other villagers that he killed, personally. Um, so I'm wondering if like he kind of has like some kind of like crush on her or something. Yeah, I mean, like I remember very early on in ReZero, when I was still trying to figure out what like the limits of his abilities were. I was like, well, so he either can die infinitely, or he has like a set number, or there's conditions, or he's not repeating. He's just going to different timelines. So now I'm thinking, yeah, he's just going to different timelines that are. I gotta say, this is actually really cool, though. This is where, yeah, where he cut off Subaru's head. Oh, so he. Wait, what? Reinhard knows his true form? And, like, Huck is comfortable enough showing his. What the fuck? Wait, so that's. So, since Reinhard is Felt's knight, does Felt also know all about this? She has to, right? Fuck! Oh! Holy sh... Right! I honestly... That episode that I hated, where they were just having, like, their little one-on-one, she was telling Subaru, like, you know, if it were up to me, we would leave all this behind, we would run away, we would start our own family. That's kind of like, you know, my guilty wish. But I know that's not how it should be. You have to do what you have to do. So, yeah. It's really cool that Subaru is remembering exactly the kind of person Rem was. The Witch of Lust? Wow, okay. So out of everyone that Subaru has met, the Witch of Lust chose Rem for Subaru? Well, hey, I mean, I guess that tells us a little something about who Subaru actually wants. Right? Is that the safe assumption? So then oh my god, damn it, man. Are you kidding me? Tell me that's not what she just told us. Dude, I was like I was so happy with what we were seeing. I was like, this is really fucking cool. And now she's saying, nah, that didn't happen. So, like, those bits of info that we saw with, like, the timeline going on without Subaru there, that didn't actually happen? It's just the witch showing him what might have happened? If he hadn't been Oh my god, man. Yes, we still get information that we didn't have otherwise, but fuck, it would have been so cool if it like Subaru's main timeline was branching out all these like negative fucked up realities, you know? Hell yeah. Put a stop to this contract. Let's go, magical girl. The Witch of Wrath. Wait, she's after him too? Why? I thought he was just like a little vestige that you randomly chose. That's very vague. It doesn't really tell me anything. But don't assume that she's just told you everything from like the beginning. Like, especially what she was doing. I was just like, this is like 101 manipulative behavior from her. Oh, a new character has appeared. God damn, why do they all have to be like hella like sexual like this? What in the world? Ugh. It's been a long time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's one more witch missing. In the end. Oh, okay. What's the plot? What's the end game here? Well, I mean, best possible future for me doesn't mean it's the best popular or best possible future for you. She is the Witch of Greed, after all. Hmm. Ah, okay. So she's, I mean, going by all the lights going on right now, she is very thirsty to have some kind of symbiotic relationship with Subaru, where she knows he's gonna die, and according to her words, it's gonna hurt her when he dies, but it's what needs to be done in order for her to accomplish her goal. You like girls who give you everything? Yep, yep, yeah. That's Subaru. He wants every girl that he meets to be in love with him. They honestly could have cut all that in half, but whatever. Hmm. But like 100% good is like it's subjective, you know. Her good might not be your good, and that's kind of what she's telling you. All right, and that was ReZero, the Witch's Tea Party. I don't really know like what episode number it is, just because like Crunchyroll has it so weird. It doesn't say like season 2, episode 1. It says like episode 20 something. Yeah. But yeah, we did learn a lot this episode. So once again, Echidna can't be trusted. We kind of like picked up on that early on. Um, she still hasn't really actually told us what she wants. She just says like, what I want, how I want this all to end. Or you're gonna get kind of fucked, you know. But you got, I still need you to do this. Go ahead and do this, and all this kind of like love obsessive talk afterwards. Typhoon. I mean, it was pretty cool to see her like come in. It's like, hey, you're not actually believing all this bullshit, right? Like, like, come on. It's obvious she's like manipulating you, and yeah, it was obvious that she was manipulating him. Like we called that early on. But it was cool to see that Typhoon was the first one to kind of like interfere, and really the only one to interfere. The other witches showed up, but they didn't really like have any kind of problem. with what was going on. Typhone is the one who had the problem. So even more reason to like her. She already has that badass Pokemon gym leader magical girl character design. But yeah, it seems like she's probably one of the more virtuous witches. Satella came in at the end in like the highest heels. Like, dude, like what the heck is up with like, dude? The aesthetic for these witches is crazy. It's there. It's kind of like all Lolita stuff. Um, another lolly, dude. Another lolly. I'm gonna keep track of how many lollies there are in this series. I want to see how many lollies there are by the end. If there are more lollies in this series than there are consenting adult aged female characters, because it's kind of getting out of hand. It's honestly really getting out of hand. Um, and the dude, I don't even know what to think about those repeats that we saw. Like, I was so excited to see them. I was like, I really enjoyed seeing them because I thought like it was gonna do that thing where like a Subaru continues on his main timeline, but every time he returned by deaths, he creates another timeline, and that's what we were seeing. But according to Echidna, if I didn't miss anything, she's saying like, "Oh no, that never actually happened." It's just kind of showing you what might have happened, you know? And why? Why? Why shoot yourself in the foot like that? Author? Like, you that was cool. That was great. That was like, what a twist to see that like Subaru wasn't actually saving these people. They still ended up dying. He just kept coming back, and then he had the potential to save a different timeline. That, in my opinion, would have been like a lot better. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. Like, I was really confused by Echidna's words when he came back and asked about what all that was. Um, yeah, but aside from that, like Subaru just kind of like alluded to the fact that Roswald knew about his return by death. Nothing really came of that. Maybe it's something's gonna come afterwards. Um, Beatrice waiting for that person. So I guess there is no that person. Akina says there is no that person. That's just something I told her because I was kind of curious to see who she would think is that person, just to fuck with her. Fuck. so so literally anybody could kill her. Which I don't really know what to think, man. I need someone to explain what the hell is going on with Beatrice's contract, man. Like I really do. Like this added a little bit more context to it, but at the same time, it's like she thought Subaru was that person and she still let Elsa kill Subaru. So what the fuck? You know? um actually by this time the other video will be posted and I'm sure it has like 100% thumbs down and people are just like roasting me in the comments telling me actually but hey, I record these as I go. um but yeah, really curious to see if that's Amelia or not. I'm like 100% sure that's Amelia, the witch Satella, but we'll see. Well, that'll do it for this episode of ReZero. Please like and subscribe for more reactions. I react to other anime series, movies, shows that I'm watching. If that's not your thing, I stream regularly on Twitch at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you need some background noise while you do chores, homework, all that kind of stuff, I'm really good at talking to myself. But if this is all you see me, my name's Adam. Thanks for checking out Jupiter Machine. As always, steal credit cards, hurt your loved ones, plant some flowers. Until next time, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.